Okay, we're here today with Paul in our first lesson on June 18th, 2012. Today we're working on chipping with Paul. One of the things he's noticed is a little inconsistency, sometimes in his distance, sometimes in his direction. A lot of just ball contact. He isn't hitting flush sometimes. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to minimize his swing to make the contact a little more consistent. We're doing things such as trying to make a smaller backswing and focusing on the follow-through, using a putting stroke. We're about 2 or 3 steps off the green right now. We're trying to hit putts or chips that are anywhere from 20 to 35 feet away, and we're just using that putting stroke. And what we mean by that is we're not releasing the club, we're not bending our hands back or forth, we're swinging mostly with our shoulders. A couple of setup things that we'll talk about is, first, we start by holding the club about in the middle of the grip. The shorter we can make it, the more control he's going to have over the club. Secondly, our feet are a little closer together than our normal stance would be. That helps promote a small swing as well. Thirdly, although our club face is pointing towards our target, we do set our body a little left of the target. That also promotes a good follow-through and restricts that backswing from getting away from us too much. And lastly, just ever so slightly, we'll lean towards that target. So we have a little bit more weight on our front foot than our back foot. What you're going to notice in these shots is Paul's doing a great job of keeping that club head low to the ground. When we first started, he was liking to get that club head probably up about by his kneecap. And you'll see it's about middle of his shin now. He's just hit 2 shots about 4 foot away from the pin on those last 2. So those are good swings to look at. But he's keeping the club head low to the ground, having a good follow-through, and it's almost like that putting stroke he's noticing. Lastly, we're going to control our distance primarily by the pace of our swing, meaning how fast or slow the club head is traveling, and not necessarily focus as much on the size of the swing. We're making a comfortable swing. We're trying to go the same amount of distance back as we do through, and the further away he needs to hit the ball, the little faster he's picking up his pace. The shorter shots, he's got a little bit slower pace like this one right here. Shorter pace, shorter swing means a shorter shot. Paul's done a great job on his first lesson today, and we'll work on some pitching on his next lesson.